Hello, gamers, and welcome to Cranial Creations Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube channels. I'm Rosita, your host, your usual host, and we are here today with our special guests, Christy from Gameology. Hi, Christy. Hi. And
Hello.
hi. And with Andre from Protiplays. Hi, Andre.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Together with that, to join them and play with them, we have the usual fun duo who are namely Giuliano Acquati, the editor-in-chief from Cranial Creations. Hi, Giuliano.
Hi.
And Elisa De Micheli, International Sales and Marketing from Cranial Creations. Hi, Elisa.
Ciao.
Today we will play with the game that we are in, the new game we are in the process of developing and of finding a title for, Magic School. By the way, guys, if you have a title to suggest, we are open, okay? Now, before we begin, let me kindly remind you that appreciate it if you follow us on Twitch, on our Facebook, Cranial Creations Global, on our YouTube account, Cranial Creations Uncut, and on our Twitter, Cranial Creations. Now, let me pass the floor to Giuliano. By the way, feel free to also tune in to give us your feedbacks on the game and tell us what moves you would have made. And now let me pass the floor again to Giuliano, who will explain to you how the game works. See you later.
Hi, everybody, and hello, Christy. Hello,
Andre.
Hello. No problem.
So welcome back again on Tabletop Simulator. We are playing this game a lot in the last week. So we are 4 today, so we are going to play the team mode. We're going to be divided into 2 teams, mixed Italian-Romanian teams. So I will play with Christy, and Andre will play with Elisa. So once again, a quick overview of the rules of the game. There are 12 tiles, 12 island tiles in the center of the table. 1 Mother Nature pawn, the big orange pawn, and 1 student on each of the other islands except on the opposite island of Mother Nature. We have 4 cloud tiles at the center of the island circle, each with 3 students on, 3 random students on. We have the 5 professor pawns that will soon move to the player's board. And then we have 3 character cards that we are going to use in this game. Each player has a player board, a big player board in front of them, a deck of 10 cards valued from 1 to 10, which we are going to play to decide the turn order for the action phase, and also the number of movements that we can make with Mother Nature. Each team has a set of 8 towers, and I remind you, everybody, that the first team that will build the last tower will immediately win the game. At the beginning of the game, we will also randomly draw from the back 7 students for each player, and we have already done that. And also, we are dealing 1 coin to each player. Since we are going to play
Sorry, if you were showing something, I had a little problem over here, so I could show just now. You showed the coins. Can you show again? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, I think that we have talked about the coins, the personal board. So this is a quick overview, and now I think that Giuliano will go more in the details of the gameplay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Rosita.
Technical issues over here. Bye.
So basically, the game is divided in rounds. Each round is divided into different phases. The first one is the planning phase. During the planning phase, we will draw new students to place them on the cloud tiles, and then each player will choose and play one card from their hand. The number of the cards you play must be different from the other player's card that are played in the same rounds, and the cards determine the turn order for the next action phase. During the action phase, when it's your turn, you must move 3 students from your entrance area, so from the left of your board, and you can either decide to move them onto your dining room area of your personal board or onto any island, and you can flip and you can divide these 3 students as you wish. So you can put them, all of them, into the dining room, 2 in the dining room and 1 on an island, and etc. After moving 3 students, you check if you have the majority of students of a certain color on your personal board. If you are the player who has the most students of that color, you will receive the professor pawn of the corresponding color. That means that all the students of that color on the islands are now influenced by you, and in this case, by your team. After that, you move Mother Nature by a number of steps that is up to the icon illustrated on the cards you have played, and you must move Mother Nature at least by 1 step. At the end of the movement of Mother Nature, we will check the number of students present on that island. We will see who is the team who control the most students, depending on the professor pawn they own. And if there is a team that has the majority, that team builds a tower. Once a tower is built, it can never be delayed, but it can be replaced by the opponent's team tower if that team reaches the majority on a next round. If a team builds 2 towers on 2 adjacent islands, those islands gets connected, and also in that case, a group of islands can never be divided again, but we can replace more towers in the same turn if the opponent's team gained the majority. And so on. We will continue playing rounds until a team builds its last statue, or there are other end of game condition that could be if only 3 big group of islands remain on the table. In that case, the team who has built the most towers win, or if we draw the last student from the bag. In that case, at the end of that round, the game will end. We are going to play an expert mode, so there are 3 characters that we can use during the game if we pay their cost. The first one on the left is a centaur. Its ability is pretty powerful. It says that during a scoring, so during a majority calculation at the end of Mother Nature movements, all the towers in that island or in that group of islands count as 0. So if we use this ability, it's pretty powerful to overcome opponents' group of islands. The second character says that it starts with 4 students on the card, and by paying the cost, we can move a student directly from this card to an island of our choosing. The third character says that we can move up to 2 students between our entrance and our dining room on our turn. The cost illustrated on the top left corner is only for the first player who uses a certain character. All the other players who will use the same character after the first player must pay 1 coin more. So I think that I have explained all the rules. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we can take the cards in our hand and we can start to play.
So just as a recap of the turn, first of all, there's a planning phase, so we are going to play 1 card. As a second phase, we are going to move students to our tables or on the islands. And as a third phase, we have the refill, we can say, of the creatures, so we can choose an island to pick to refill our entrance of creatures, while the character cards are an additional action, so we can use 1 character card in each turn by paying the cost. Okay.
Yes, and the way to gain more coins is by placing students on your dining room, because if you look closer to your dining room area, every 3 students there is a coin depicted on each table. So when you place a student over a coin, you will receive a new coin from the supply.
Clear.
Okay.
And since we are going to play in team, there is a small advice for the team mode play. Always check what your teammates can do. So, for example, if I am going to place, for example, yellow on my dining room to get the yellow professor, probably it's better for my teammates to save the yellow students for placing them on the islands and not use them on the dining room.
Exactly.
And
because we share the majority, right? So if 1 person of the team control as the professor pawn, this means that also for the other players of the team.
It's okay to flip the cards at this moment?
Excuse me?
I just wanted to ask, so the teams is me and Elisa, right? And Giuliano with Christy, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, somebody moved the towers already. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that the towers are still at on Elisa's board. Okay.
So, Elisa, as the only lady, would you like to be the first player, the first random player to choose the card? Is that okay?
Do you have already a flavor like the usual? If you made magic, who made magic the last time or something like that already prepared for the game?
Not yet. Actually, we have just put a standard randomly pick the first player,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can add some flavor choice.
Yeah, I was curious if there is something already. Okay.
So I will start. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to play a 3.
Okay.
So this planning phase is made in a clockwise direction. So it doesn't matter if the 2 teammates are sit next to each other, because then during the action phase we will follow the card's value and not the sitting position on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So Andre, yeah, you can choose your card. And
clockwise order, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was a bit confused. I thought I'm the last one speaking. Yeah, okay. I would go with 3. It's the first turn. Let's say I would go with 7.
7. Okay. So Elisa want to build something on the yellow or on the red. So let's say I'm going to be between you, and I'll choose a wonderful 5.
Okay.
So for the moment, it's me, Giuliano, and Andrei. And now let's see where Christy want to play. When Christy want to play.
Yeah. We lost him, I think, right?
We have lost Christy.
Yeah, this is what I
but
thought.
he is still on the table. So let's see if he can continue playing without listening.
I think somebody has to let him in, I think, right?
Okay, so Rosita, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think he had some internet issue or something. Yeah.
Is in again.
Okay. Thank you for having me back, for letting me get in.
It's your turn. We just...
Okay, I had some connection trouble.
You're playing with me. So now Elisa has played a 3, Andrei has played a 7, and I have played a 5. So you can play a 4 or a 6 to be between Elisa and Andrei. You can play after Andrei, or you can decide to play before Elisa by playing a 2 or a 1.
Okay, but tell me, I'm a team with who? Giuliano or Elisa?
With Giuliano.
Giuliano.
You're with me.
Okay, let's go for 6.
Okay.
Okay, so I will start.
Yeah, and it will be Elisa, me, Christy, and then Andrei.
Yep.
So I will start placing students on my table. So I will place 3 red students, and then I will move Mother Nature according to my card up to 2 steps. So 1 and 2, and so we can build our first tower here.
Nice.
Since she is the first player, only by placing the first students, she has gotten the red professor. She has placed 3 students, so she received a second coin. And then, yeah, she moved Mother Nature, and since their team control this red student on the island, they can build a tower. Mm-hmm. And then, as a last action, she will choose one of the cloud tiles to refill the entrance of her player board.
Okay, so I will pick this one, mainly because there's one red that I can use, but also because I see that Andrei has a lot of blue unicorns, so I will try to support him by placing some blue students on the board. So
yep.
I'm done. Now it's to Giuliano.
Okay, so I have placed the 2 yellow on my board to take the yellow professor, and then I'm going to move another student that will be a blue one, and so I take also the blue professor. I can move up to 3 steps, but I'm going to move just by 1. The yellow professor is controlled by our team, so we will build our first tower here. And as a third move, I'm going to pick check a little bit the other. Okay, I'm going to pick this.
I have a question for tying for the professor. The one who's having the professor is getting is keeping the professor.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes. To get the professor from another player, you have to place at least one student more.
Okay.
Otherwise, it remains with the one who has it on their personal board.
Yeah, being first usually it's a little more useful.
Yep.
So now it's Christy's turn. Starting with the students' movement.
Okay, and I can move the 3 frogs.
Yes.
Yes.
So you take the green professor and also 1 coin.
Yes, and I can move Mother Nature up to 6 islands. Is that correct?
No, unfortunately, the movement is the top right icon on the card, so it's a maximum of 3 steps.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, you can change a little bit.
I can move 1 green here.
Exactly.
I can move 1 green here.
Exactly. So instead of placing all the 3 greens on your board, you can move 1 green there.
Okay, please take 1 coin back. I don't deserve it.
Exactly.
Okay, and we can build a tower here.
We can build a tower on that island, correct. As a last choice, there is no choice here because the combination of students on both clouds are the same. So you have to take these 3 students and place them on your entrance area. And now it's Andre's turn.
Yeah, I have one more question because maybe I missed it. The third character is allowing me to put from my entrance 2 into the dining room and 1 from where to the entrance?
Also from the dining room. So basically,
okay.
you exchange the combination between the entrance and the dining room.
Okay, good. I will go for 2 blues. What are the blue ones?
So the unicorns.
Unicorns, okay. So I take 2 unicorns.
You take the blue,
yes.
Tom.
And 1 of the white ones, which are?
The fairies.
The fairies, okay. And I can move 4, but I would just move 2 steps and build a tower over there.
Perfect.
Okay, and I will just pick what I have. Yeah.
So I'm refilling the cloud tiles for the next round.
Yeah, I just have to pick 1 more. Yep, okay.
And Elisa, who has played the lowest valued card in the previous round, will be again the first player to choose the card.
Yeah.
Then we will go again in a clockwise order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to play a middle card in this case. So I will go for a little bit higher. So I will go for a 7.
Okay. Because it's covered a bit, from what number to what number I can just make 1 step?
You can.
Those two cards for each step. So
okay, 2 cards.
1 and the 2 is 1 step. The 2 and the 3 and the 4 is 2 steps. The 5 and the 6, 3 steps, and so on.
Okay, then I would go now with 1.
To be first and to be sure to build a tower also on the next island. Is that a good move? Then it will be my turn. It's okay to play before the 7. So I'm going with 6. And so Christy can choose basically any card he wants.
I would go for a 5. Is that a good move, Giuliano?
Yes, because it doesn't matter. You should save the lowest 2 and 3 for later during the game when it will be more important to be first or to play before the other players. Now since between the 1 and the 7 there is a huge range of cards. It's probably the best choice to play right before me, but having more steps to move Mother Nature. So now it's Christmas.
The highest value. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I will play. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, let's go like this. I will play 3 yellows, right? I think I would take away the.
Yes, that's pretty a good move.
And I will get 1 coin, and I would just make 1. Oh no, not with this one. I moved our tower. I will move that and build another tower, right? Exactly. And then we can merge the 2. Oh, sorry. Ooh, the tower failed. Fall.
That will be easier in the physical game.
Yeah, for sure.
You've created the first group of island. So the next time Mother Nature will end up here, also the 2 towers will have a value for the majority. So you will basically have always 2 points for controlling that island. And then we will check the number of students there and who has the majority with an overall results between towers and students.
Yeah, and I picked a cloud with the 2 reds and the green helping on red, gaining dominance on red with Elisa there, so that.
Okay.
For the moment.
Yeah, but there we have the most of the reds. I think we can.
So now it's Christy's turn, who will play before me.
Yes. I believe Roti has a lot of professors that don't belong there. I will try to steal the pink one.
Okay, great.
And I will take all the
coin.
Yes. Bring me my money back that I lost last round. And I will move Mother Nature 1.
Yes, you still have the green control.
Because having the green professor.
There. Great.
I have a question. I don't know. Can we ask stuff during playing or?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm just curious with the experience that you had playing this team mode, so to say. Is it are people more discussing or not really because they give away the strategy?
Well, usually in our live game, we allow chatting and discussing between players, also because we are explaining the game also for to the viewers. But actually, in the physical and actual game, if you don't allow players to communicate between each other, it will create a more tense feeling and a more competitive and strategic feeling, because you will have to, first of all, try to think what your teammate should do or could do, and also try to prevent the opponent's team to steal and make moves.
Yeah, I was just curious, not necessarily allowing and not allowing, but I think if you have this type of game where you're playing in teams, you're not really open to discuss because of the strategy part. I'm not talking here about the live, but if I'm telling now Elisa, okay, I will go like this and do that, then you know what to do so that we are not able to do that, right?
Yeah.
So it's more
Yes,
like
exactly. Yes.
it's more like a trick-taking game. If you're playing in pairs, you have like to read or
Secret
know
symbol.
your opponent, not your opponent, your
Secret
your
gestures, or I'm touching my ears, so you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. If you reveal too much, it can be not very helpful.
Yeah. Or doing stuff like, you know what you have to do now, right? And everybody's, oh, what?
So yeah, Christy is taking the students from the cloud. It will be my turn now. So once again, I'm moving 2 blue students on my dining room, and I will take the blue professor back from Andre.
Okay.
And I also
He
take
had too much anyway.
1 coin, and also I think I'm starting to placing students on the island. So since Christy has 3 fairies and Andre has only 2, I'm going to place 1 fairy here on this island where you have your alone. Then I can move up to 3. And I think I'm going to 1, 2, 3 yellow. No, let's say just 1. We will build a tower here, and also we are creating our first kingdom.
I have another question, because I didn't get that. If you are replacing one of our towers, is the game immediately ended, or just if you get rid of all your towers?
Only if you finish your towers.
Only if you
Sorry,
build your
Julian.
last towers with that move, the game ends.
With that move, okay. Yep.
And then I will take. We should have some red on our. But I don't want the blue here, so I leave.
Not necessary, Giuliano.
Elisa. I'll take this one. Okay, Elisa, it's your turn.
Christy has already played.
Yes.
Yes, he had a
Yeah,
5.
you are the last. You are the last for this round.
Okay, so it's to me. So, yes, I think that I will start the greens here.
It's
And,
not enough to take the professor, unfortunately.
What a pity, Giuliano, right? Then I'm going to play. I think that I'm going to reinforce the red, as also Andre has some reds. And then I can move, in this case, Mother Nature up to 4 steps. But I will move 1 and 2. Okay.
So if we fight on an island for a tower, again, if it's a draw, the one with the tower keeps the tower, right? You have to be stronger than. Oh.
Exactly.
If you play a lot of games, you always have to ask this, because in different games it's different. Sometimes the attacker wins the draw, sometimes the defender.
No, you're right. I should have done also very bad moves by destroying their tower there, but no, I prefer to go.
Yeah, I was just asking to know how it works.
Exactly.
Just for the future moves.
I think that I decided to start peacefully, and then we will see later in the game.
Well, now
Okay.
we end the current round. Andre will be the first one to choose the card, so let's see if he wants to play a card to put some pressure on the next island. but he will know that both me and Christy still have the one valid card in our hand.
Sure.
Exactly.
No, I will go now just with a, wait, just 1 sec. Yeah, with a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have to think if we want to be defensive and not to build any tower, because otherwise Elisa can destroy our island there, because they have the yellow. It's pretty easy, so not a lot of choice. I'm going to be first with the 1.
Okay, so we got the 1 out.
Sorry, just first of all, I refill the cloud tile. But yeah, you can decide, Christy, what card to choose.
And if you land
So
on
you'll
an
be the
island
first
with
player.
your yes, Giuliano will be the first player.
Yes. Now you will know that I will move Mother Nature only by 1. I will land on our island and nothing will happen.
Okay, this would have been my question. What happens if you land on an island that is yours already?
Yeah, actually, you still check the majority. In this case, it will be 1 for our tower and 1 for you because you own the yellow. It will be a tie, so nothing will happen.
Another question. Sorry. The character cards, you can activate them just on your turn, right?
Yes.
You cannot activate. Okay.
Yes.
Would have been an interesting move to make just 1 step.
Andre, you played the 6?
I played a 6, yeah.
I will be the last
So
to choose.
Or Giuliano, if you want, you can.
I will play a 7.
You can move 1 step, but before play 1 coin to put another yellow one. Maybe it helps.
Yes, it could be an option.
So that we get another tower.
Yes, exactly. I could do that, but I won't.
Okay, I tried.
No problem.
Okay, so it's
Elisa?
to me, and now it's easy. I want to play right before Andre, so I will go for a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be me first, then Elisa, Andre, and last Christy. Okay. So, okay. So I'm going to move 1 blue here, just to be sure that you cannot steal the blue again. I'll put, I'll put 1, let's see, good, green. Okay, I'm going to put, okay, I'm going to put 1 green, but Elisa has another green, is that correct?
Yes. Or not?
Maybe not.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the red. 2 reds here. I move by 1 and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to choose a cloud with.
I will ask one more question, and this is the last one for the next 5 minutes. Can I activate a character twice on my turn?
No, only 1.
No, only once.
Okay.
Only 1 character and only once.
Yeah, 1 character once. It doesn't matter how much money I have. Okay.
Done. So it's
Okay.
Elisa's turn.
So it's to me. I can move up to 2. And Well, okay.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Yes.
Maybe.
The 5 minutes didn't pass.
Yeah. No, I am not asking anything anymore. Now we're talking strategy.
No, I'm thinking that I can place
I would place yellow ones there, so that I
yellow
can
ones.
pick it up. Yeah, I pick it up. Then next time you
You're
make one
right,
step.
because you have lost the blue.
Yeah,
You're right.
you make one step, and then I make another one, and we connect the other two. Yeah.
So I think exactly.
And you have to put one more, I think, somewhere else, right? You play just
check.
2 yellow?
I played, yes, 2 yellow.
And then you have one extra movement from your entrance. Yeah.
I think I will do these.
Yeah, pick
so
the
that
green
I
one. Yeah.
get the control of the greens, and I also take 1 coin.
Yeah, that's great.
And so I will move up to there.
I would. You can move just one because I'm next, and we can take both.
But my idea is that if you now we are sharing all our
it's no
tests
This
so
is
that
the
we
scope.
can choose the best idea.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that if we control the green in your turn, then you can also conquer the other island where they have their tower. And
it's better, yeah, because we negate one of them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, basically you just need one red, for example.
Exactly, to get the control.
Yeah,
to replace the towers.
Yeah. You said you want to go peaceful. I was not considering attacking anymore at all.
No, just for one turn, peaceful.
Okay, every round we reset and then say, okay, we're getting aggressive now.
Okay, no, so I will take these creatures. So I take the 2 greens and the yellow.
Okay. I would put a red better than a green one because maybe the green ones they can take away, but red is quite hard for them to get, right? I would better put a red one because it's still in your power, let's say. And then I will... what else can we do here? I would go... Should I go to blue to put pressure on the blue professor?
Yes, sure.
Or should I?
Yes, it's. I can give the same answer. I give you a coin.
I get 1 coin.
So then you move Mother Nature.
Yeah. No. I was thinking maybe I can do a bit something different. No, it's okay. It's okay. And I would move 1 spot, and we will get a tower here. Right. Okay.
So now you can.
And I have to pick. Yeah,
the students, exactly.
Yeah, I would pick this one to get some more yellows into the mix. For me, don't give them any yellows. And we have a lot. I have some greens, so if we can keep green.
I have some green.
It's hard, but
so
we
now
have
it's,
2 greens, which is
so
nice.
now it's our time to talk strategy, Christy.
Yes.
You have an easy island to conquer alone here on the next step. But also there is the next group of island where they have 2 towers, but we control the blue and the pink one.
This is my target.
Okay, so feel free to conquer them. So, yeah, basically you just need to add a blue or a pink there.
So it is already my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
I can hear you. I have a poor connection. It is already my.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's in.
I thought it was Elisa. So I will move 2 greens here to get the control of the green processor once again.
I'm giving you
Is that
the
okay?
coin.
And the coin, yep. And I will get 1 blue coin here.
Okay.
And in this moment, I can move up to 4.
Yes.
And I will move here. We control this island.
And we replace both
This should go here.
towers. And with the same move, we will create a big group of islands.
Islands.
That was what I was aiming for.
Okay. It's pretty strong now, this group of island, but don't forget that there is a character in play that says all the towers in that scoring won't count. So now we have to be very careful of controlling students on that group of islands. Otherwise, they can replace 4 towers at the same time. That will be pretty tough. Okay, so as a last thing, you take the 3 students there, and I'm replacing new tokens, and I will be the first.
Sorry.
The first one to play. So now I don't want to be first, so I don't care who's controlling the next island. It's very tough. So we have yellow, pink, and
wow, super powerful yellow cloud here.
Yeah.
okay, so I'm going to play a no.
You change your mind.
A 3. No, let's say a 4.
A 4.
Now it's Chrissy's choice.
What do you suggest me to do? Should I go for this empty island over here or to this group
It's
here?
a pretty tough choice. Yeah, we can conquer this free island, but again, it will be very risky. On the other hand, it's still it's hard because probably Andrei will take control of the blue this turn. And there are 3 students on that island, which is very strong for them. So anyway, yeah, I will try to play before them to reinforce our control on this island.
But we can lose the control using that card.
But if they play a lower number, they cannot reach that group of island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's 7 steps away, that group of island. And if we move mother pawns 1 each, it will be harder for them to reach there.
Giuliano, did you play the game often? Because I see you already saw a bit what we are aiming to do.
Yeah. I played it a lot during the development.
I know. I was joking. Of course, you played it a lot.
It's and it's also
strategies and everything.
It's also one of my prerogative in this type of game. Try to always think of what others can do. So
it's really important here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So yeah,
That's a
What
nice
is the
choice
plan? Should I
this
play
time.
before you or
you
after?
can go with a 3, a 2 if you want to put some pressure on that small island.
Okay, let's be sure I'll be. Okay, let's go for a 2.
Okay, so we're going one step.
So you are going for a 2. This means that you can only move one step.
One step.
So basically, he's going to conquer these islands.
If you don't play the 1, sure.
If I don't play the 1, but I think
I think what we have to do is protect the
our
first,
islands.
I think the last one they cannot reach. They can reach just the first one. And if we can protect in a way this one, maybe where, let's see, is anybody able to get red? No. So maybe place some red there and some, can anybody take yellow?
Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
somebody can take yellow.
And somebody can take green as well.
In the end.
Yeah, we don't have green there. That's why I was thinking.
So yes, I think that okay, I do not have the 3 anymore because I would have liked to play in between of them, but I cannot. So I have to choose if going first or playing after them, but I'm pretty afraid of playing after them both. So I think that it's the time to play a 1.
Yeah, and get the first one, right?
And also, this is the best move to protect that island, because if you play one, you will build a tower, you create the group, and then the next step will be away from that group.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, good one. It's me, right?
Yes.
I will play a 10.
Perfect.
Lot of pressure. Okay.
Okay, so it's to me. So for sure, I'm going to play a red here.
Or you can play it on the empty island, right? Because you take control and it's merging then with the other ones.
Yes, but because I have also a yellow to play.
Yeah, or like this, yeah. But yellow is a bit tricky because they can get major. Oh no, but the next step is away from the island. It's okay.
Yes, exactly. No, this is. But they already control this island, so I'm not.
And they will. They are next, so they will for sure step over there. So it doesn't matter.
No, it's also a good move because now you are controlling the yellow, and since Christie will be next, and he must move Mother Nature by 1.
It's true, yeah.
He needs to defend that island as well.
Yeah,
I think I will do both because I have played 1 red here, one yellow here. Then I do not have any other red or yellow, so I'm going to press the green, okay? And then I'm going to pay 1 coin here to place an additional yellow.
Okay.
From the card to the island, so that we can also build a tower here.
Yeah,
and
nice. I was thinking, Juliana, you're next, and that's why I thought it's not relevant because you can take back the yellow, but you're not next. I was confused with the cards there.
So yeah, great turn, Elisa.
Thank you.
You can choose the cloud.
I think that I will pick this one because I'm afraid of what you are going to do if I leave this one to you. Even
they
if
came on a plate.
Excuse me?
They came late all together.
So yeah, Christy, now you have to put at least one student controlled by us on the next island, because otherwise they will replace that tower.
Okay. So shall I try to get it? It's somewhere in between. They have the yellow.
We have the tower, so
I
yes,
cannot control it.
just one student is okay. And since you have two blue in your reserve, and I am controlling the blue right now, the blue could be a good move.
Or the pink as well. Because the pink he
the
can
pink,
play.
The pink could be played in the dining room.
Dining room, you're right.
But also you have to take.
I'm pretty safe. I am pretty safe with the pinks.
Yeah, you can put the pink in play on the island, because Andrei can take the control of the blue back.
Okay, so I'll put it here.
Yep.
Elisa, the yellow there now, by checking what's happening, it's really good, because there are some other things happening because of that, but I will tell you afterwards. which is quite nice. It's giving us a bigger advantage. Yes, quite nice. It's much more.
There is that other character where you can switch students between dining room and an entrance that can be useful. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Come back.
The islands are flying.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite.
Yeah. I throw it on the table.
The strategy is more here, like this type of thinking ahead than I was expecting after looking at another video or so. But when you're playing, you actually really see how more things behind that happening. Yeah.
Christy, don't you want to put some blue also on the very next island? Here?
If I'm putting this ones here, I can control this island because I can have only one move.
Yes, but
with the Mother Nature.
Now, if you put one yellow there, is okay.
It is already our tower. Yes, that's correct.
Because we have the pink and the tower. And with the blue later, you will let me control the next tower with the next turn.
Yeah.
So I can be more free to try to defend that big group of islands there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have another question.
And I have to take.
Sorry.
And I have to take some coin back and to move Mother Nature. Come on.
Now I put my question here. Are the discard piles open information?
No.
No.
You have to cover.
Card.
You have to memorize them. Okay. Another interesting part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
I would like to have some green. The reds are one of these two.
So if you want to go here, you can have 3 blues.
What happens?
1 pink. You can put
the cloud.
Yes.
Control of the yellow.
My table simulator is working very slow and I have difficulties moving.
Could you pick the students, Christy?
Yes, I'm looking under the table now.
Okay, they are there. May I help you for these? Those three, right?
If you
can
can help me, thank you.
Elisa has already played.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I have it. I'm going to play one green here, but also the pink is the pink is okay. I'm going to play 2 pink students on that big group. So now we have 3 pink, 2 blue, and 1 green, which will be excluding the towers 4, 2, 3 to us. You can take the blue and also add 2 greens there. So I also should. Okay, I will. It's okay like this. I'm going to and I'm going to take control of the yellow. 2 yellow for me, 1 coin, and the yellow here. I move just by 1. It's 2 blue against 1 red. We built 1 tower and we merge this. Let's see if I can rotate this a little bit. Okay. No.
I'm missing 1, Elisa.
You miss 1.
Yeah, we need 1 more from somewhere, but because I can.
The problem is that you cannot activate 2 characters in the same round.
Exactly.
Because if you shouldn't do that, that would be easier to get the control.
Yeah. Can I put a student on Elisa Sport?
No.
No.
I was just trying. Okay. Yeah, this was a good one because we can put the red one, but we are still equal. Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, because I did a calculation that if you want to control the blue, you must place the blue there.
Okay.
But maybe.
I think there is no option now, right?
But are you looking at the big island, right? The one with 4. But maybe we can do something in there.
Yeah, in the future round.
Actually,
or maybe in this one.
But there is the pawn is there. We have to move away from that island.
Yeah, but you have 5 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can reach again these islands, and this could be more interesting.
I was not counting that. Yeah, good one. So I cannot take yellow back. That's for sure. We have red. We can take blue.
Giuliano don't have to take the student from the cloud.
Yeah,
he has to. Yeah. But I think it's enough. If we can, we have blue, we have red, and
because they have basically they have 3, and we have 3 as students, and you can decide to activate the character not to count the towers. But I don't want to reveal.
Yeah, no, I think this should be the best option, right? Yeah, right. This is what we have to do. go for that one and then see. Oh, you play the lowest one, so you will play first the card, and then it's me that's bad because they then can decide how they're doing because there are not that many steps anymore. But I think we have to go for that, so this is the best one that we can do. So let's go for it. So that means.
But the good is that I think that all of us already played the one, so.
I don't know if, like, I know for sure, but I don't know if one like Christy play. I don't know if he played the one.
I think so, but.
Christy, did you play the one?
Find out.
Okay.
I think that we will find out.
Yeah, we will find out.
Don't you remember?
The one? Did you play the one?
Tricky question.
Don't you remember?
You can decide to answer no comment. It's
I played.
Yeah.
I played the blue one. The blue one for getting the professor, right?
Yes.
So we have blue, and then if I will play one more red. We need one more red on the island, right? And
Because this way we have 4 students.
Yes. And I would play. Should I play one with yellow to pressure the yellow because it's getting tricky here, right?
Yes.
But it's tricky either way, I think. Like we have, and then we have the blue, but it's a lot of yellow over there.
But yeah, you can continue your round, your turn, and then I'll explain one thing later.
Okay. Okay, and I would play a yellow to just put pressure on. Oh wait. So we have 4 is 3, it's 5. Yeah, okay. This is, and I come back here then, right? And
yes.
I would pay 3. Where should I put them? I put them here.
On the other side. It's okay.
One on the character, the other 2 in the bag. Our towers don't count, so it will be 2 blue, 2 reds against just 2 yellow and 1 pink.
Yeah.
You replace the tower, and now with just this move, you will merge both this island and also the other group of islands. Yeah. And now there are only 3 groups of islands on the table.
The game ends.
So the game ends anyway. Instead of building your last tower, you have created a group of islands so big that now there are only 3 groups of islands. So this is another game end condition.
Nice.
And basically it was the best winning move you had. We have concentrated on defending the bigger group of islands. Yeah, I haven't calculated with that nice. Merging those islands with 5 steps, you can go back there together.
Nice, Elisa. Good.
So yeah, as you have seen, there are, especially in the expert game mode with the character's abilities, there's a lot of things to look at if you want to prevent your opponents to make great combo turns and moves. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting game for us as well, because of course that character's ability where you don't count the towers, it's usually the one that is used to end the game because it's very strong.
Yeah.
So I've seen sometimes that when that character is in play, sometimes a team use it even not to end the game, but just to make it more expensive for the next round. Because now we have a lot of money because we haven't used a lot of characters. But usually it's very hard to have 3 or 4 coins in the same turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your feelings?
It is a nice game. I had some connection problems, and it was very difficult for me to hear everything you said. But the gameplay can change dramatically with one move, and this is very interesting. And there are a lot of key elements that you have to be careful about, like cards you played before and what the expert cards can bring to the game. Something that we didn't use. I think it is a nice family game. I think after playing several games, you can go very fast.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe one game can end in 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so.
Exactly.
And you can play one game after the other and have some fun. I think it is
that's the exact target. If you take a look at the cards we have played. This was the last turn of the 4th round, so
Yeah.
we basically have played 4th rounds in the physical game. That means like a 25 minutes game. Yes, for us this is a family or a family plus for the things you have to control, but since the gameplay can be very short, it's definitely an add for our experience to have a smart game that can be played several times in 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. So even if you are playing with younger players or non-expert gamers, in one night you can play 4 or 5 games, and then they can learn from their mistakes. So
and the rules are pretty simple. It is not language dependent, so yes, it can be a very nice game for Friday night.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's really like there are some games like this that you can easily play with your family, because you're saying that it's this is how it's targeted as a family game, and let's say it fits all the criteria for a family game. Like the rules are easy, it's easy to understand what you have to do, the card play is easy, not much text and so on and so forth, and what you have to check is mainly easy to handle. But in the same time, if you want to go and think ahead 5 turns, you can get stuck in there and try to think like if you're playing like 4 gamers on the table, or I think if you're playing 3 players, then it's not a team, right? Then everybody is on his own. And then you can get stuck there thinking, okay, if I put this and this and this, and then he's coming and I need 1 step and the other 2 steps. So if you are playing with gamers, they can get their puzzle out of the game, and that's why it's interesting, because it's targeted as a family game, but in my opinion, it can be played as let's say as a more complex filler, which is not just maybe an easy drafting game or so. It goes fast, just like you said, but you can play it as gamers and try to fit the perfect combo, win as fast as possible, because you have to watch out exactly what I missed here. It's enough to make 3 islands, not just get rid of your towers, because this is adding up. There are more things to finish. These card piles are secret, so there are some small things which are making it more strategically if you want to play it with hardcore gamers. It looks funny, maybe they are not really attracted, they search for something bigger or so, but after they're starting and seeing the puzzle that it creates, I think it's interesting even for more experienced players. Not for the main event, of course, but for sure as a nice puzzle. And a question that I have, does it have a solo mode? I didn't see any. Or is a solo mode planned? Or
not yet. And actually, we were thinking about it. We had thoughts about it, but we didn't come out with any positive and good ideas. So basically, for also for the area control or majority game type games, it's harder to create a solo version. So I think that we are good with the game as it is, 2, 3, and 4-player games. But yeah, of course, there is time for more thinking after the release for online home rules.
No, because it's quite like how the game flows. It's hard to make a solo mode, and that's why I was curious if you have something in mind. But yeah, I had fun. It was just like I said, a nice puzzle at the beginning, and during watching some lives from the game to getting a bit prepared, so that I'm not just falling from the sky and don't knowing anything about the game. But it looked a bit easier. But when you're playing it, this is to the people who are watching, it's more tactical than it looks and more strategic than it looks by watching us play when you play. This is my opinion.
Well, I think we are happy to hear what you said, that this type of game can be played from very different gamers group, because you can really play with children, in family, and it has simple rules, so it's easy to play. And otherwise, you can bring it to another level if you played with a gamers group with a more strategic feeling. And also the cards, I think, that help these two different playing modes, because since now we have played many games, we can say that the cards really influence the way the game evolve. So every time, even if the game and the rules are simple and always stay the same, adding the cards gives a lot of variability to the game, because every time you set different rules and different options, as you said, to end the game faster or in a more tactical way.
Yeah, and then one more thing. Sorry, there was a noise. One more thing which I really find interesting is in the direction of a bit more strategic, and so I even how I saw it now after one game. All these opinions are just after this game. I didn't play it other times or tried it out or so with. So this is the first place for the audience, so that they know. The point is playing it in 4 players in teams, without necessarily discussing. Now we discussed more because to explain how the game works, but it's getting, I think, even more deeper in how to interact with your opponent, not necessarily doing secret signs or so, but understanding what they are playing or how they prepare their move for your move, taking consideration the order there. So it's getting much more deeper if you want. Sorry if I'm exaggerating now or talking too much, but I was not expecting that much after I saw the live ones and read the rules. So it's much more of a puzzle.
That's definitely another aspect of this game. Definitely the team mode in a competitive way. It's the more expert modality for playing this game, and it's a very positive aspect of this game, that it has a lot of different layers of difficulty or modes to be played between many different targets.
In the rules, do you suggest that in teams mode the partners should discuss between them or not?
Yeah, actually, we have written that they can decide at the beginning of the play if communication is allowed or not. We suggest that without communication is the
more complex
worst
for sure.
nightmare experience. But yeah, actually, we suggest to start playing the game in a 2-player mode, just to understand the rule without the cards, and then add other game modalities after the first game.
Yeah, it was a nice experience. Thanks for having me here. Let's say to all of you for inviting
Thanks
me.
for inviting us. When do you expect to have the game released?
It should be an essay release. So basically, we will finalize graphics rules in the next month, and then we will go into production. But we can talk later about some timeline schedule.
So there is a chance to play it live this year.
Yeah.
By the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's nice.
So yeah, we can ask to Rosita to come back and end up the live.
Okay, so thank you guys, as Giuliano and Elisa said, for joining us, playing with us, and having fun.
It was a pleasure for us. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you guys. And thank you all for watching. And we'll see you guys next Thursday at the same hour, 4:30. Okay, so bye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye, Christy. Bye, Andre. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you too. Bye.
We can stay.